In the United States alone, millions of people are affected by this terrible habit. This habit takes over the entire body and influences your mind within the first moment. This habit is illegal drugs. 309 million people live in the United States, and out of those 309 million people, 109 million people are on welfare, and 9% of those are addicted to illegal drugs. Because taxpayers' money is what welfare checks come from, we should seriously re-examine how easily it is for one to apply for welfare and then use it on drugs. And today I'm going to be telling you about why this matters. The government raises $1.03 million for welfare, according to Senate Research Service report. People are affected by this, but they don't understand because not many people are affected by it and don't really care and see why it can affect others. People with jobs are drug tested almost every single day, just randomly. So how come we don't drug test those people who just receive welfare checks? And basically, if you think about it this way, money from taxes go towards financial aid for students who are in school, and they use it on their fees and tuition. So if you compare that with welfare checks, if you take your welfare check and you use half of it on your necessities and half of it on drugs, that's almost like a student using their financial aid for just to pay tuition and then use the rest of it on drugs instead of books and supplies. In Utah, they saved over $350,000 in 1 year just by drug testing those welfare people and cutting them out of the system. The money that we use for welfare is not to keep a person's high, but it is to help them with their families and to keep them on their feet. And 13 states have passed laws to make it where they do drug test welfare applicants before they will put them into the system. Most people think that by passing this law it will hurt those who are on welfare, but that is not the case. Because genuine people who are on welfare shouldn't worry if they spend all of their welfare checks on necessities and not drugs, so they have nothing to worry about. However, those who do use drugs will get cut out of the system, but they won't just be left to die. Hopefully they'll see the error of their ways and they will go and try to get help. And those who don't get help will hopefully realize that they need to stop and will find a job to support themselves and not just apply for welfare to get drugs from it. By promoting this new law, it will provide more hoops for people to jump through, and those who are already on drugs and trying to apply for welfare will see that it's pointless to apply, and they'll hopefully get a job or go find help. And this will help taxpayers because it will save money that can go towards funding for schools and parks, or even to give more money to those who actually need it on welfare. And so in conclusion, if you didn't do it, then you shouldn't worry about getting